All right, Keith, we can hear the rain coming down on the roof here. And I think, like you said, a lot of people excited about this.
Yeah, like weirdly excited for a rainy Wednesday. But that's based on where we are with the drought. Everyone's aware of it. They see it in their front yards. So here we go. We're doing pretty well. Actually, probably going to do the best of any state because Massachusetts looks like mainly missed this storm. They were expecting some rain, didn't work out. Good thing it wasn't winter. That'd be tough. But you can see the radar's pretty well filled in. I did say before, a lot of this stuff is pretty light. It's really these yellow bands that are getting the rainfall done. So moving out of Franklin here on the way to Bangor and probably will come down pretty heavily there, at least for a brief period of time. A little bit of a dry slot into down East Maine. Then we've got this other band that's starting to move now into York and southern Cumberland County, just down into Cape Elizabeth and Scarborough. And so this is also the type of band you like to see, which comes right off the ocean and has a lot of moisture to work with. So those are the two main bands of precipitation right now. The overall storm has a pretty good development to it. You can see the center spinning there, as I mentioned, though. Watch this. Thunderstorms popping up on the other side, boom, like that. That looks a little subtropical in a lot of ways to get that kind of warm core look to it. This is technically a hybrid storm, probably, if you were to analyze it, where it's got a little tropical characteristic and a little bit of that mid-latitude cyclone that you know is a nor'easter. So either way, it's a good-looking storm system. It's going to meander around the Gulf of Maine for a while, overnight tonight into tomorrow, too. Temperatures during that time, really flat. So our overnight low might be 63, our high might be 66. There isn't going to be a whole lot of movement here with a lot of clouds and the rain continuing. Temperatures will stay largely in the 60s. So I think the models do a pretty good job. If anything, they're slightly underdoing the coverage on the northwest side of this system, but there will be heavy bands that will come in. I think they'll hit the coastline hardest, and then they'll try to set up a little bit inland as well. But I think your rainfall amounts taper off pretty quickly when you move to the north and west, especially into the mountains and across northern Maine. Here we are tonight, still some heavy bands to be had, but you notice they start spacing out and there's not as much green fill in the middle. That's kind of the light rainfall shield. And tomorrow morning, we're still seeing periods of off and on rain. It's not till the middle of the day that I think this thing gets kind of stacked up vertically and starts moving north. And that's when the showers really start cutting off because the wind direction is wrong. So we might actually see a little sun over southern and western Maine tomorrow afternoon. Not the case in central and northern Maine, but the showers will become less frequent and they'll also become lighter. And then once the storm moves out, we're in a really good position on Friday, Saturday, and probably Sunday. We might start with a few clouds Saturday. We'll break those up quickly, though, and end up into the upper 70s and low 80s by Friday afternoon, which looks really, really nice. We'll try to keep that rolling into the weekend as well. So that's favorable on the other side of this storm. Now, what did the models think latest rainfall? They kind of backed off a little, although I'll say that when you get within a certain time period of a storm, sometimes these model numbers just aren't as important. So I said yesterday, I think a lot of us will get over an inch. That's still the case. The bullseye area is trying to figure out, it actually has Bangor and into Bar Harbor as on the higher end of things, but we'll shake that out when we're done with the rain. How does that correlate with the drought? Not perfectly. Our heaviest drought is over southern Maine and into the mid-coast, so we'll see if we can get a couple of those bands in there later this afternoon. Again, really nice Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Getting kind of hot away from the coastline on Saturday and Sunday into the upper 80s. Along the coast, probably low 80s, but still nice. The weekend looks really good. Scattered showers back into the forecast Monday and Tuesday, so we might get a little additional rain here. You can feel, Amanda, that the pattern has kind of flipped a little bit here, but our three nice days are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that's a good correlation right there.
Yeah, no complaints about that.
Yep.
All right, Keith, thank you.